Why is that great content gets punished? Great content never gets paid much. And when I started my first channel a few years back, this one question used to bug me a lot. So I thought it would be interesting to break down the strategy that some of the successful YouTubers are using that I have noticed, and some of my clients are using as well. Here's what I have found by working with personal brands as a video editor and a content guy. So the back end is my responsibility. They are actually caught between one of these two challenges in most cases. On one side, they have a YouTube channel where they're getting some traction, some comments, engagement, but they don't want to be pushy when it comes to their product. And they don't want to come out as a sleazy salesperson, because that's every one of us creators want that. We don't want to come out as sleazy salespersons. On the other side, they have their actual business or service. That's where they actually make money. That's where they actually change lives, transform lives. And being a guy who learned that instrument only from YouTube, I can tell you that these guys are actually changing lives. It's much harder for people to find them. Why? Because there's no algorithm which is directly pushing people to their sales page unless they're running ads. So the most successful personal brands and the most successful YouTube channels have figured out this way to convert their audience, their viewers, into paying clients, and that's mesmerizing. So YouTube builds both their authority and their business at the same time. But the matter of fact is, if you are experienced, if you can help people, then you can actually take advantage of this strategy and use it for yourself. The key is creating what I call a content funnel. So you are actually walking your audience through a series of videos to make them understand your worth, to build trust. It takes someone from never hearing about you to buying from you just using content. And there are 3 specific types of videos that these personal brands are using for this. A side note, this is not a get rich quick scheme. Building a personal brand is 100% worth the effort, because I have seen this in front of my eyes. This will serve you in the long term, but definitely it will take a lot of work. That's why I am hustling as well after all my video work. So upon dissecting the pattern they use, I found broadly they categorize content into 3 different parts. So on the top, you have awareness content. These are discoverable videos that answer the questions your target audience is asking over and over again. Exactly what your audience wants to watch. The goal is not to sell anything here, it's to show up when your ideal client is looking for help with a specific problem. In the middle, you need interest content. Pardon my handwriting. These are topics that are interesting to people who already know and trust you. Maybe a video like my approach of helping executives transition their career, or why most leadership advice doesn't work in small companies. This content assumes that people already understand that they need this, and they want to know your specific perspective on these topics. And at the bottom, you need conversion content. This is where you can directly talk about working with you, client success stories, case studies, even process of working with you, how you help people. More technical terms, description of core process and problems. And here's the ratio that I found the top personal brands are using. So they're actually creating 50% of awareness content, 20% of engagement content, which is interest content, and 20% of conversion content. That doesn't mean that they don't mention their products or their services in awareness or interest videos. They do, but their conversion content is the specific content which is designed to show how does it feel to work with them, how is it actually like to work with them. And this is the key, building the bridge from YouTube to your actual services. And that's where most professionals like us get stuck. I have always wondered, how can you get someone from watching your videos to buying from you? That's of course before I started learning about marketing. The answer is something popularly known as a value ladder. Let me write this down. So think about it. If you didn't know me, would you be interested to buy something worth $1,000 from me? No. But now think about this. What if the same product was not $1,000? It was just $7. Then maybe. So the value ladder says that you have to earn the trust of your audience, not trick them. And earning trust includes letting them give you the opportunity to prove your worth, allowing them to give you the chance via a low ticket offer. So first a $7 product, then a $27 product, then a $97 product, let's say, then a $297 product. This is your value ladder. So I'm not pitching this one right away. I am first pitching this one, then if they buy, I'm pitching this one, then if they buy, I'm pitching this one, and so on and so forth. And I am trying to explain that we use the same idea, the same framework, this value ladder framework in content creation in YouTube, and we are trying to give them the value, not shove it in their faces. So one of my past clients used to do this. Let's call her Patricia. Patricia was a speaking coach. So what she would do is she would create speaking videos on YouTube. So everything from how to be more charming, how to make your speeches more humorous, how to write a keynote speech, all those things. And they would invite the viewers to their email list by giving away this checklist, this free checklist. So once the viewers are in their email list, they would, give them value systematically. So every week they would send out a newsletter talking about the case studies, some kind of value, some kind of lesson, anything, like they would share something. And eventually they would pitch an offer. They used to pitch their 1:1 call booking, or their group program. They used to do this, and that was their style. And what I'm trying to point out is we do the same thing on YouTube. So you can see the progression, right? YouTube solves an immediate problem, immediate but specific. Email provides deeper content and builds relationship, and consultation calls or group coaching offers personalized transformation. One of the mistakes that bug me a lot is transitions. Let me explain. So they will make a great video on productivity and then just stick the link in the description as if magically people will know about it and they will book a call through it. There is no clear bridge between the content and the next step. Like, how will I know that I have to take that next step? It will help me. I should know in some way, right? And if you follow any successful YouTuber, if you follow any successful business owner on YouTube, like Alex Hormozy, like Iman Ghazi, like Greg Hickman, like Gary Vee, and across niches, like in music niche, in finance niche, in health niche. If you watch Dango, if you watch Greg Douchet, anyone, pick anyone, you will find the same pattern. If you know George Blackman, he explains this stuff very beautifully in script writing. He likes to call this transitions. These are specific moments in your video where you naturally connect what you're teaching with the next step that you want them to take, and they use this all the time to go between segments. So from step 1 to step 2, they will have some kind of a transition. I'll tell you how I write the scripts for my clients. So whenever we'll get to the end, and this is a very simple example of this exact thing. When we'll get to the end, instead of saying like, share, subscribe, what I would try to do is I would try to connect this video with another one. So if I am working on a health video, I would say exercises are good, but you need proper nutrition to build muscles. So watch this next video, which will help you do exactly that. Now, in your case, you can say something like, all these informations are really great, but if you can't implement them properly, then you will never see results, or you will take 6 months or 12 months to see results and you'll be discouraged. So I will help you do that. If you want to get results and get done for you solutions, if you want to get, now you have to list your offerings and the transformation that you are trying to give them, minus the pain that they will have to endure if they're doing it alone. If you want to lose 20 pounds in the next 30 days, then join my program. In this program, I will give you nutrition plan. I will give you what exercises to do. I will track your progress with you, and we'll also have a weekly call. I will help you reach this goal. So if you are interested, click the link in the description. And when you say click the link in the description, I like to put this text in. Okay. So the framework that I just discussed work for any personal brands or any channel, any business. The thing is, based on your specific niche and your specifications, you need to modify it. And every single YouTube expert that I have known, I have spoken one to one, or I had the privilege to work with, they say the same thing: YouTube is a long game. The system I mentioned is also known as a funnel, and it works if you can work consistently on it without burning out. It doesn't require you to create 3 videos a day, 2 videos every week, or it doesn't require anything like that. You just need to commit to what you are doing. So if it is 1 video per week, be it, no problem. And if you want to know more about this funnel and how to think in funnels to get better results, like I really did get better results by using this mindset, and in that case I would say watch this video. I have broken down everything that I have learned and I have explored in this video.